Alright, welcome in everybody. Go
If
well
you like
here.
what you're hearing and seeing from the evolution of our content, make sure to smash that subscribe button. More subscribers means we can get better equipment and resources to continue expanding what we offer here for D&D content on this channel. And for those that tune in every week to hear the sometimes hilarious antics of our players, we greatly appreciate you. This session should be a doozy, so hold on tight, grab your snacks and drinks while you wait, and we will get started soon. From your favorite foul-mouthed DMs, Scold and Iogea, and Kat, who owns the channel, thanks for watching. Moving on to the recap.
Did anyone else hear that? Oh, good. I'm not crazy then. Oh, weird.
Last time on Dungeons and Doobies, Wilds Beyond the Witchlight. Hi guys, how are y'all doing this week?
I'm awesome. Thanks for asking. We're about to head to the mountain of White Plume to find some weird weapons that have gone missing from a collector. You know, uniting races, one dungeon at a time.
We hope these last 2 weeks have been more kind to you than they have for us. Skull took a wild trip down Mushroom Lane, and it took her 2 weeks to come back to Material Plane. But she's back now, so let's get on with it. This week's unrequited D&D knowledge is going to be on the upcoming Gauntlet. Yay! As you all know, if you have stuck around for a while, Scold organizes a full-day one-shot twice a year now, since all of our players loved the first one. One in the summer and one in the winter. We've decided this upcoming Gauntlet is going to be based on a theme. Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy? Why can't it be on uniting the races? I mean, that sounds better than whatever this Final Fantasy is. I mean, who wants a fantasy to be their final one? It's kind of depressing if you ask me.
What this means is that our players must first choose a character from the Final Fantasy series and claim that character to the DM Council. So far, we have quite a few characters claimed, 9 to be exact, with a few more players who need to choose still, and time is running out. We are less than 4 weeks away from this epic full-day one-shot. Some characters of note are Cloud from FF7, which of course there is because we can't do a one-shot that doesn't have at least one character modeled off of him, Mog from FF6, Riku from FF10, and Noctis from FF15.
What kind of name is Noctis? Sound like this guy gonna get Noctis the fuck out. This guy. There he's going.
Our players are tasked with creating a level 8 character off of the Final Fantasy character they choose. We've given them a set amount of starting gold, magic items, and content where they can build their character from.
Y'all giving out gold? What do you mind? I have a nice pad easily squared away with journey so I can keep getting my favorite ale. That shit ain't cheap, so where can I sign up for this gold?
This gold is not for you, Goel. Anyways, sorry for the interruption. He's obviously very interested in what we have going on here. The DM Council also approved set content for them to pull these character builds from, including talents and psionics, as well as Beastheart giving them a good amount of content to pick their build from.
I got a beast heart. Every time I turn into a tiger, I become a beast heart. But I don't think that's what she meant. I mean, I could be wrong there.
As the date approaches and more of the details are finalized, the excitement is building for us. Will Corey allow some of our players to live? That's always a toss-up, considering Corey is a literal encyclopedia of D&D information who's taken on the task of Combat Master, and we have yet to see what he's created for this one-shot. I'm sure we will be elated to see what he has built. Our players, not so much. Corey likes to win, and if none of our players live to see the end of the gauntlet, Corey has done his job way more than efficiently. Our players definitely have their work cut out for them facing our Combat Master, who actually won the first gauntlet.
Who's the score now? You'll be able to meet up and unite some races? If he's as good as you say, we could definitely use his help in a place like the mountain of White Plume. This place sounds like a challenge there. We haven't faced yet. Not gonna lie. Some of our party members are soft and spooky. Yeah.
Clearly, Goel has nothing to do tonight, and his commentary is going to keep invading our recap, so let's get on with what we accomplished in the last session of the Witchlight campaign. Last session was titled No Strings Attached. If you remember, our players got a ticket from the puppet show for an audience with Endelin with no strings attached.
Who's Endelin? And why is she giving away an audience? Won't those people be mad that she's giving them away? I mean, I need an audience to laugh at all my jokes, when I make them, so I'm not called a petulant child by Zeke. If he thought I was funny, he wouldn't be so grumpy all the time. Laughter is contagious. See, let me tell you a joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cow.
Cow who?
Cows don't say who, they say moo.
Hardy har har go well. Can I finish my recap?
Do you know, Zeke? You seem like you don't find me funny either. Has he gotten to you too?
Moving on. Our party stumbled across a series of lightning rods. Once they chose a direction to travel after defeating the mangled version of Mudlump, that the nothing had changed into something nearly unrecognizable from what he was. Katnir uses his divine sense to see if there's anything nefarious coming from this tower, and smells something absolutely rotten coming from the base of the tower. He opens a panel to find a deep purple microchip sitting in the center of what looks to be a circuit board. These lightning rods almost pulsate to the beat of a song which Faouk hears very clearly as the lightning vibrates from the top of the towers. Being drawn to its sound, Faouk chooses to climb a tower and touch it, giving himself quite the jolt, but luckily, Katnir was removing the microchip at the same time, so it didn't eject him from the platform to his death. That would have been quite a nasty fall, considering the lightning rod sits on top of a 30-foot cliff edge, and the tower is 60 feet tall. At the top, Faouk got a clear view of the rods dotted across the landscape, all pulling power in one direction, the direction they are actually heading. The microchip they pried out from the base glows purple and has a skull recessed into the center of it. Once removed from the tower's electrical guts, it powers down and the glow fades off. Our party decides that these microchips are definitely not something from this plane of existence and decides to smash them into bits, but that still leaves more questions than answers in regards to what these towers actually control.
Cause you cut me like a knife, without your love in my life. Alone I walk in the night, cause I can't just stop this feeling. It's torture. It's torture. It's torture. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You can go on. Sorry.
While Faouk and Katnir deal with a few of these towers, Debo and the remaining party members come across a procession of monks. They are smashing their heads with a wooden board about 6 inches long and 3 inches wide while they chant and walk. The monks allowed our players to commune with the dead in exchange for something of value as the rules of Prismere dictate. They speak to a dead humanoid creature who is annoyed at their questions after they summon him a second time, but he did give them some useful information.
From the sounds of this, I've been too hard on this Katnir guy. Sounds like he's a great guy. He used divine sense. That must mean he's got power from the gods. I wish I had the help of a god. All I have is this blood curse that hurts me when I use it. I mean, not like it matters, though. I'm all big and strong and I'm Gorilla.
Towards the end of the session, a huge storm appeared as the monks shuffled off and told everyone to run for cover, lest they be swept up by what's approaching. Not being able to find enough nearby cover and being unaware of what was coming, our players were scooped up by the tornado and separated.
See, IOJ, I'm helping out here. I'm adding sound effects. Cool, right?
Half of them land in an open-air theater of sorts, where a spotlight finds them seated in between the creatures that are shuffling into the theater, filling the nearby seats. The other half are dropped into the courtyard of what appears to be a dilapidated castle. There is a giant hole in the wall of the castle that appears to be nearly dragon-sized. What will our party be in for this week for an audience with Endelin? What will the other half find in that courtyard? Or better yet, what made that damn hole?
Who the fuck knows? I sure as hell don't. This week's session is called A Show to Die For.
So grab your drinks and snacks. We're about to start shortly.
From your favorite foul-mouthed DMs, Scald and Iogea and Galil, who owns the channel, thanks for joining us.
Iogea, out.
And Galil, too. I'm out, too. See y'all next week for the Yawning Portal campaign. Peace out.